What's going on, everybody? So I'm going to be talking about my top five favorite movies, and yes, so these are all five phenomenal movies. It wasn't too hard ranking them because I've always had a ranking. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna start it off. Number five, we have The Big Lebowski, my all-time favorite comedy movie, and I will say, the Coen Brothers are very talented men because they made this movie and they also made No Country for Old Men, which is like the complete polar opposite of what this is. This movie is fantastic. It's got great one-liners, great characters, great story, great everything, great acting, funny moments, whatever you want to say. This movie has its own festival, Lebowski Fest, made by fans for fans. It's got Jeff Bridges at his best, John Goodman at his best, Steve Buscemi at his best. Julianne Moore plays an interesting character. Philip Seymour Hoffman's got a good supporting role. Rest in peace to him. But this is great. I love this movie. The Rug really tied the room together. If you haven't seen this, do yourself a favor. I can watch this movie at any time of any day, and it always makes me happy. So yeah, just fantastic. I love that movie. My number four choice is Terminator 2. And, excuse me, for a lot of years, I want to say up until ninth grade, this was my favorite movie of all time. I saw this at a very young age, and it left a huge impression on me. This movie is, in my opinion, the greatest action movie ever made. The special effects in this movie are fantastic. 1991, the effects in this movie, you could say are better than effects in today's movies just because of the way they look in terms of how they compare to what's actually on screen that's actually there. The techniques they used, Schwarzenegger's fantastic as the hero. Robert Patrick's fantastic as the T-1000. You got Linda Hamilton in there, who's just amazing. A great role model for women, if you ask me. Sarah Connor. You got Edward Furlong, who I thought, he didn't do terrible. A lot of people criticize his part in this movie, but yeah, this movie is just, I love it. It's fantastic. This is like my childhood action movie, you know what I mean? Like, I always loved this. So Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the best Terminator movie and best action movie ever made, if you ask me. So yeah, and this does not feel like 2.5 hours when I watch it. I can't believe it's that long. It only feels like an hour and a half. So yeah, next I will talk about number 3, which is Taxi Driver, and that just fell over. Pick that right back up. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Oh my lord. You know what? I'm just gonna have to lay it down because it's not standing up. So, Taxi Driver. This too used to be my favorite movie. I would say throughout high school, but in recent years it changed. But Taxi Driver is fantastic. I had like a personal relation to this movie in a way. I didn't go psycho, try to kill somebody or anything like that. But this movie, like, it spoke to me on a personal level, and it's just a really good character study of a guy that just, he's just an average guy, but it goes to show what average person could do and what an average person could become. You know what I mean? You got Jodie Foster in there. I'm not sure if this was her first movie, but she was great in it. Robert De Niro, of course, phenomenal, one of the best roles of all time. You got Sybil Shepherd, and you got Harvey Keitel in there. Martin Scorsese made this, of course. Harvey Keitel up there, and you got what's his name, who played Frankenstein in Young Frankenstein. He passed away though. He was like, wasn't he the dad in Everybody Loves Raymond? I can't think of his name right now. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, there's that iconic scene with Martin Scorsese having a cameo, talking about how he's gonna kill his girlfriend and stuff. But yeah, this movie is just raw. Like, it shows, New York in the 70s, because New York's like a better place now, but back in the day, it's just, oh my god, full of scum, and, there's that one quote where Travis Bickle's talking about, scum, he has all these names for people, and he's just going on, talking to himself and stuff. But yeah, fantastic movie. Also, number 2, Apocalypse Now. This is phenomenal movie. This movie is such an experience to me. I love watching the extended version. That it runs over 3 hours, and it's just such an experience. And by the time you get to the end, you see Marlon Brando gone crazy. This movie just shows the effects of war. Francis Ford Coppola's best movie, in my opinion. You got Martin Sheen in there, Harrison Ford got a bit in there, Lawrence Fishburne as a teenager. You got Robert Duvall, iconic. Marlon Brando, of course. And I have no words for this because you just need to watch this. Watch the extended version. Spend the 3.5 hours, whatever it may be, to watch the full thing. Don't take breaks in between. Just experience the whole experience. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It's just the best war movie. I don't know how to explain it. Vietnam, it's just fantastic. Redux, that's what I should call it. This is just a beautiful movie. It leaves such an impact on you too, you know what I mean? Apocalypse Now. Check it out. See, I wish I could say more things, but like when something's so good, like you're out of words, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to talk about it. And now, my number 1 favorite movie of all time, from The Dollar Trilogy by Sergio Leone, who's an underrated director. Well, he's not underrated because a lot of people know him, but not enough people know him because, like, he's not a name that every single person knows, like Steven Spielberg. You know what I mean? My favorite movie of all time is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I think that's gonna be it till the day I die, just because of how phenomenal it is. It's literally the best. It's literally, I don't know how to word it. It's like, well, first thing I should mention, I'm a huge Clint Eastwood fan. I love all Clint Eastwood's work. The only thing about Clint Eastwood I don't like are his political views. That's about it. But he makes amazing movies, even at his age now. And he was just such a hero to me, my childhood. Dirty Harry and stuff like that. And these movies especially. I love the whole Dollars trilogy. All 3 of them are fantastic. But The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is just on another level of fantastic to me. The music in that movie, Ecstasy of Gold alone, I mean, phenomenal. And the scene at the end, the scene where Tuco discovers the cemetery, everything like that. I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it, but check it out. Check all 3 of these movies out. So, I think I would say it's my personal favorite trilogy. It's just amazing. The Man with No Name, iconic, great hero. Kind of like anti-hero because he kills people all the time, but and he's kind of greedy. But this is just so iconic, and it really stuck with me the first time I saw it. And this too, like Apocalypse Now, I believe it's over 3 hours long. And it's an experience, all the way through. Beautifully directed, beautifully shot, and it's amazing. Yeah, Lee Van Cleef in there. Eli Wallach, who died just over a year ago. Rest in peace to both of them. But yeah, those 3 just made this movie amazing. 3 iconic characters, and I really don't have any words for it. It's just fantastic. Check it out. So yeah, those were my top 5 favorite movies. If you agree with any of them, if that's your favorite movie also, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, let me know. I love talking about it. It's easier for me to talk about something when I'm talking to a person, face to face, you know what I mean? I don't know, just kind of awesome. And I'm doing this off the cuff, like I don't have anything written down or anything like that, so it's kind of hard. But definitely check some of these out if you haven't seen some of them. Fantastic movies. So thank you for watching. I'll be doing another top 5 shortly. So yeah.